This is Mongoose Jake here. I have a new trailer to show you. This is the Sunlite Hardshell Deluxe trailer tot through JB Importers, and this is about $225 to $250 depending on your local shop, or if you happen to purchase it on Amazon.com. I want to show you a few unique features of this and why it is superior to a cheaper trailer such as the In-Step Pronto that I showed you last year. And I have that side by side for comparisons. Overall, the Sunlite is a heavier duty trailer that has a few nice features about it, starting with something as simple as the heavier duty hitch. This is actually a steel hitch here, which is very heavy duty, uses a pin, and also has a safety strap, which I don't have hooked up because I just simply have the trailer hooked up to my bike just for the video. I'm not actually going to be using it this afternoon because we're about to get a downpour, probably as soon as I get this video finished. One thing also is that this has a very heavy duty release for the hitch. On the In-Step Pronto, it's actually hooked up with a hinge, and my hinge developed play over 2 years, and I actually had to use a clamp to clamp it to stop the play. This uses a 4-inch long section of pipe that the hitch fits into, and is held in place with 2 pins. And I already can see where that doesn't have any play stock, and it's unlikely to develop play over a couple of years of use, which is what I have with the In-Step Pronto, and it's developed noticeable play to where when climbing a hill the trailer rocks back and forth just simply from the play in the hitch. Another area of improvement is the wheels. These are 20-inch wheels, so you can run very common sized tires. There's a lot of clearance in the frame, which you notice the wheel is supported on both sides using a standard quick release. So very easy to get on and off. It has vertical dropouts, and you can remove that just as easy as you can any bike wheel that has quick release. And it uses a 1.75 inch wide tire, so that's a 20 by 1.75, very common size, and there is enough room that you could use a 20 by 2. Now I'm going to show you the difference on the In-Step Pronto. That's a 16-inch wheel, only supported by one side. And what it is the axle rod fits through and it has a pin in place. Again, much more durable, sturdier, and the bigger wheel is going to give a smoother ride to the kids. Now moving on to the important area of the trailer. Now this is for kids, so you want your kids to be comfortable. Just stepping back, you can see very large side windows, small side windows, a very large seating area, a smaller seating area. And specifically moving to the seats. The Sunlite seats have a flat back, a flat bottom, and a footwell. This compares to a almost hammock styled seat that doesn't really have any true support. It's just a piece of fabric held in place by some straps here at the top and at the bottom. And what that does, it creates a hammock effect. So the kids are actually sitting on a curve, not necessarily great for the back. And the floor doesn't actually have any depression, so their feet are kind of up high, which puts their knees in their face if they're getting to be, say a 4 or 5 year old, which I have a daughter who just turned 6, and she's small for 6, but still her knees end up being right in her face. And also, this floor starts to sag, which after 2 years of use, you can see the fabric is ripping because the floor is the support, which has me moving on to the Sunlite. This is the Hardshell Deluxe. This is one of their top of the line trailers. That has a fully boxed steel floor. Go underneath, you can see the whole thing is solid steel, which has 2 major improvements. It makes the trailer a rigid structure. Gives support for the kids' feet because of that rigid structure, but then also it protects the kids. If you take this off-road, which we do, we took our trailer off-road on some double track or rail trails, and sticks and rocks get kicked up and can hit their feet. With this trailer, they're protected. Front, bottom, and sides. The seat itself is comfortable. They're protected inside. They have solid bars all the way up. And I can pull this off. If it was a nice day out, you can actually run this as a convertible top because their heads are protected below this rail. And then if you want to, you can also have them wear helmets. Small cargo area on this. Actually, the cargo area is a little smaller on the Sunlite than it is on the instep. The instep actually has a bigger cargo area, but a smaller seating area. This big seating area is very nice for the kids. And really, you can still carry a couple of grocery bags. And one very nice thing about this is, I'm going to try and pull that back so you can see. This is an insert. The entire seating area, the whole seating area is an insert. I'll pull that back. You can see the steel floor there is actually a cargo box. This is designed as a hybrid trailer. You can see here, there's a pin holding the seating area in. There are push pins here holding the top rails here in. And if remove all pins, push all of these little buttons, and you can pull off the top. And the Sunlite includes a little rail kit that you put in place of the seating area. They add about 4 inches of height to the trailer because you mount them in here. They come up 4 inches. It's an interlocking set of front, rear, and side rails to turn it into a cargo area. And it's a pretty good sized trailer, so if that was the case, you could actually haul quite a bit of cargo in it. And that's probably what we will do when our kids totally outgrow this. But this is a much heavier duty trailer, so I expect to get a number of years out of it, because we do have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. At about 6 or so is when they start to be a little too big for the trailers, and then you move them on to being on their own bike riding with you. But this is a trailer that I decided to go with and highly recommend. It's the Sunlite Hardshell Deluxe. And to show it side by side, you can see there is a bit of a size difference, but it's not to the point of being overly bulky. And the side rail guards are the outermost point, and those will actually kind of slide off of anything that you might hit if you hit like a tree or a fence post or something, rather than the tire getting caught, which you can see has happened here. That got caught on a little wooden post, and that could happen at any time. If it happened with the Sunlite, it would just brush off of the side guard there, which is just yet another benefit of this trailer. Now the price difference is this was a $100 trailer versus a $250 trailer, and this is one case where you really do get what you pay for. I recommended this last year to get you started, and I still would. But after 2 years, it's definitely showing noticeable wear and tear. Whereas I feel that the Sunlite, after 2 years, would probably be in better shape. Again, this is Mongoose Jake showing you the new Sunlite Hardshell Deluxe versus the Instep Pronto. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below.